What's up, guys? It's me, Tiff, and in case you haven't heard, Elon Musk recently told advertisers to go themselves at the New York Times Deal Book Summit on Wednesday while wearing a lovely little leather bomber jacket. As someone who uses Twitter or X quite a bit, I have some mixed feelings about this, but I will say that I'm aware Elon Musk is a very polarizing figure. Personally, I don't consider myself to be an Elon Musk fangirl. I also don't hate everything he does. I think he's a smart guy, obviously, but he can be kind of unhinged sometimes. I get some comments in live streams, by the way, asking if Elon and I are going on a date. I will say that Elon has commented on some of my posts on Twitter, but I have not spoken to him one-on-one. So no, we are not going on a date. Just clearing that up. But let's dive into this whole fiasco and do a little timeline. Last month, on November 15th, Elon Musk tweeted in response to what the media has been calling an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory known as the Great Replacement Theory, stating, "You have said the actual truth." This turned into an absolute shitstorm. The following morning on November 16th, Media Matters, a left-wing media watchdog, released a report showing that X has been placing ads for Apple, Bravo, IBM, Oracle, and Xfinity next to pro-Nazi content, and said that Elon Musk endorsed an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. We are going to look at some of their examples later in the video, but as a result of this, some of X's major advertisers like IBM, Disney, Apple, Warner Brothers, and Paramount all swiftly suspended advertising on X. In response to this advertiser exodus, Elon Musk tweeted, "Media Matters is pure evil," and that the split-second court opens on Monday, X Corp will be filing a thermonuclear lawsuit against Media Matters and all those who colluded in this fraudulent attack on our company. He argued that Media Matters manipulated the outcome of their reporting and that these examples were a forced scenario of rare instances not representative of the user experience on X. So that brings us to the New York Times Deal Book Summit on Wednesday. Elon Musk did apologize for his allegedly anti-Semitic tweet, but he then went on to tell advertisers to go fuck themselves.
There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
First of all, Elon Musk is the wealthiest man in the world right now, so he literally has fuck you money. And he's referring to Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, who pulled advertising on X and was interviewed at the Deal Book Summit right before Elon Musk. So here's what he had to say.
You know, I have a lot of respect for Elon and what he's accomplished, and not just, one business, but a few businesses. And we know Elon is larger than life in many respects, and that his name is very much tied to the companies he either has founded or he owns. And by him taking the position that he took in quite a public manner, we just felt that the association with that position and Elon Musk and X was not necessarily a positive one for us, and we decided we would pull our advertising.
Go fuck yourself. That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
how do you think then about the economics of X? If part of the underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs to shift, maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. If you believe that this is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
F-Y.
I understand that, but there's a reality too, right?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, totally. What this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
Those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say,
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that. We'll both make our cases,
right?
And we'll see what the outcome is. Essentially, I handed a loaded gun to those who hate me, and arguably to those who are anti-Semitic. For that, I'm quite sorry. That was not my intention. I think over time it will be obvious that, in fact, far from being anti-Semitic, I'm in fact philo-Semitic. And all the evidence in my track record would support that. I literally posted, I condemn anti-Semitism in all its forms. Like, that is a literal, I believe, literal post that I made.
First of all, I'd like to say that I do not support anti-Semitism. I am strongly against anti-Semitism. But I personally highly doubt that Elon Musk intended to endorse anti-Semitism when he responded, "You have said the actual truth." I actually remember scrolling past Elon Musk's tweet and thinking, it's kind of in poor taste. He probably didn't think that through too well, but I didn't jump to the conclusion, this guy's a Nazi. Obviously, I'm not Jewish and I don't mean to minimize anyone who was offended by that tweet. I'm just saying that it's not the visceral reaction that I had when I scrolled by it. Media Matters, however, characterized Elon Musk's tweet response as a descent into white nationalist and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and claimed that Elon Musk endorsed the pernicious anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that Jewish people are supporting hordes of minorities who are flooding into the country to replace white people. I obviously don't think that Elon Musk should have responded to this tweet, and Elon Musk said that himself.
I should, in retrospect, not have replied to that particular person. Of all the posts I've done on the platform, I think there might be 30,000 or something like that.
Right.
And I would certainly put that comment, that you said the actual truth, among perhaps one of the most foolish, if not the most foolish thing I've ever done on the platform.
But it is this report from Media Matters that basically spurred this entire advertiser exodus. So let's look more closely at the report and some of the examples they showed of X placing major ads beside pro-Nazi and anti-Semitic content. Okay, so there are Apple and Oracle ads beside a meme featuring Hitler, which is obviously not a good look. Here, there's an Oracle ad beside a Hitler quote, again, not a good look. And there's an Xfinity ad beside a tweet that begins with, "Let's do some more ignored facts about the Third Reich," which I don't think I need to read the rest of that to you guys. That's not a good look. Elon Musk responded to these examples, arguing that Media Matters manipulated the outcome by creating an alternative account and curating these kinds of posts, and that these examples were a forced scenario of rare instances that were not representative of the user experience on X. I will say that I use X daily, and I've personally never seen these kinds of ads pop up beside Nazi content, but I also don't interact or look up Nazi content, so I don't know, maybe I have a bit of a skewed experience. I would also like to make very clear that I personally condemn any sort of anti-Semitism, and if any of you leave any anti-Semitic bullshit in my comments on this video or on any of my previous videos, because I get a lot of anti-Semitic comments about Sam Bankman-Fried, I will block you and I hate you. I do believe in everyone's right to free speech, but on my channel, I don't want to talk to you or interact with you. Okay, anyway, back to Elon. On one hand, I kind of thought Elon Musk's fuck you to the advertisers was kind of based, kind of badass. I'm also the kind of person that tends to say fuck you and fuck off to anyone who tells me what to do. And I'm also glad that Elon's response to the advertiser exodus wasn't to say, okay, we'll start banning and censoring this kind of content on our platform. I generally think that people should be able to say and post whatever the hell they want, even if I disagree with it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to block them, but they should be able to use those platforms and say what they want. So internally, a little part of me was thinking, go Elon, what a boss. But on the flip side of all this, advertisers do have the right to pull their ads and take their money wherever the hell they want. I personally wasn't necessarily surprised to hear that some of these big reputable corporate brands didn't want to take the chance that some of their ads could possibly end up next to pro-Nazi content. Granted, I'm sure this issue is not specific to X. I'm sure it's an issue on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. But obviously, I don't think all this media attention on X and all these screenshots going kind of viral really helped. And these brands are obviously skittish and they care about their image and their PR. So again, I wasn't surprised they pulled out, and they have a right to pull out. That said, I think these companies pulling their ads from X was largely a PR move to show that they don't support this anti-Semitic content. And I think it's possible that some of these companies might have considered quietly returning to X at some point in the future if Elon Musk hadn't done this big public fuck you at the New York Times Dealbook Summit. The day after Elon's big fuck you to the advertisers, the Times reported that at least half a dozen marketing agencies said the brands they represent were standing firm against advertising on X. Some temporary spending pauses that advertisers enacted in recent weeks are likely to turn into permanent freezes since Elon Musk's comments gave them no incentive to return. And the thing is, X currently needs these advertisers to survive. The majority of X's revenue comes from advertising, and apparently the company is currently at risk of losing up to $75 million this quarter as brands back away. According to Bloomberg, with advertisers worried about the type of content their ads might appear next to, ad revenue is apparently down 60%, which is apparently a stat from Elon Musk, but he didn't specify a time frame. Elon Musk purchased Twitter, or X, for $44 billion, and apparently it is now worth less than half of what he paid for it. According to Bloomberg, Elon has also loaded X with $13 billion in debt, creating a burden of more than $1.2 billion in annual interest alone. Basically, the way things are currently going at X, the company really does need that advertiser revenue. X has tried to make up for lost revenue by launching a subscription service, which is Twitter Blue, which offers features such as the ability to edit posts, make posts longer, or see fewer ads. But according to Bloomberg, fewer than 1% of users have signed up for this subscription, translating to a revenue of less than $120 million annually. X recently gave a statement to the Financial Times saying that it plans to attract smaller and medium-sized businesses to prop up its income, stating that small and medium businesses are a very significant engine that we have definitely underplayed for a long time. It was always part of the plan. Now we will go even further with it. Elon has also mentioned that he wants to turn X into an everything app by including features like video and payments so the company can become less reliant on advertising dollars. But obviously right now it doesn't currently feel like X is very close to that goal. And obviously, last resort, Elon Musk is currently the wealthiest man in the world right now, so Andrew Ross Sorkin asked if advertisers left permanently, would Elon Musk self-fund X to keep it afloat?
You have enormous resources, so you can actually keep this company going for a very long time. Would you keep it going for a long time if there was no advertising?
I mean, if the company fails because of an advertiser boycott, it will fail because of an advertiser boycott. And that will be what bankrupted the company, and that's what everybody on Earth will know.
What do you think then of the, this goes back to the idea of trust, though.
Then it'll be gone. And it'll be gone because of an advertiser boycott.
So this answer seemed unclear, but in my opinion seemed to veer towards no. In fact, he even acknowledged that if all these advertisers continued to boycott the company, that X could cease to exist. And as someone who uses X daily, this is where I'm going to get a little bit selfish. I love X, I want to see it survive, and Elon Musk did roll out creator payments this year. Under Elon's leadership, X started paying creators a cut of the ad revenue for any of the ads that show up under their posts. And selfishly, this has become one of my income streams. And I did notice a very steep decline in my payment the week that all of these big advertisers left the platform. I might make a separate video on how much I've made on Twitter or X, but let's just say that the week that these advertisers pulled out, my payment from Twitter was $186 for a 2-week period, which is down from me earning a peak of $1,778 for a 2-week period a month prior. Elon Musk acknowledged this massive drop in creator payouts. Someone named Jonna tweeted, seeing some folks mad over low advertising revenue share. Remember, this is a gift from X. Elon didn't have to do this. Be grateful. Sorry if I seem harsh. I'm not trying to be. I'm just being honest. Elon Musk responded, not much we can do if advertisers boycott or reduce spend on our platform. So I actually do agree with the original poster's sentiment because I was surprised to even earn anything on X and I was never expecting to prior. But I'd also be lying if I said it wasn't nice to be getting those payouts, and it does kind of suck to see them drastically decline as these advertisers pull out of X. So a little selfish part of me was thinking, Elon, do we really need to antagonize the advertisers? Do we really need to tell them to fuck off? So that's just me being honest. Those are my feelings about everything that's going on right now with Elon Musk and Twitter. I actually use Twitter more than I use YouTube, so I really don't want to see the platform die. Elon's fuck you to the advertisers was kind of badass, kind of based, but I am actually worried about how Twitter will fare after this. I will continue following this story. I do use Twitter daily. You can find me at tiffanyfong with 1_. I'll make a video soon on how much I've actually earned on Twitter or X, so if you're interested in seeing that, feel free to subscribe to me. And I'm interested in hearing your guys' thoughts. I guess you could say I'm interested in what Earth has to say about this. I also wanted to give a shout out to my sponsor, Aura. Aura is an identity theft and data security company that protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the web and the dark web for your sensitive information like your emails, password, social security number, etc., and alerts you immediately if it finds anything and automatically requests removal for you. I often worry about my safety, both online and physically, and Aura has actually found some of my personal information like my passwords, my home address, and my phone number leaked out there on the internet, and they've automatically alerted me and successfully removed a lot of that for me. So I actually pay for a monthly Aura subscription, but they're offering my followers a 2-week free trial at aura.com/Tiffany, or you can use this handy little QR code right here. So I highly recommend checking out the 2-week free trial, even if just to check and see if any of your personal information has been leaked out there on the internet so that you can try to get it removed. And just to end this video on a light note, this was my favorite part of the interview.
And Jonathan, like, the only reason I'm here is because you are a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee?
You're not making any. First of all,
Exactly.
I'm Andrew, but
Yeah, sorry.
it's okay. Second of all, we've known each other for a very long time.
Andrew Sorkin. Yes.
And,
Listen.
you know,
What I'm trying to illustrate is that sometimes I say the wrong thing.
Anyway, thank you so much, Aura, and I love you all so very much, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!